By the way, I've stayed squirrely, been thinking quite much about the golden acorns I've seen so far. Makes me consider things further before acting on it. That's my definition of squirrely, if you don't mind. You know what? I like that definition of squirrely. Thanks, Yama. That was a huge encouragement to me this morning. I really appreciate that. He'll go, true. We're gonna die. Wow, I stepped through and immediately death. I didn't even see what happened. Wow.
Daddy, is muss a word?
Is what?
Muss a word?
Muss?
Yeah.
No.
Then why did it say muscle?
I don't know. Maybe. Excuse me. Maybe it was short for something. I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe it's short for mustard.
Maybe. Well, that's crap. Oh, and we lost. Definitely lost. Like 1,000% lost. It's a good thing I don't really care.
Alright. So we got the espresso machine kind of figured out. We got the tea thing. This is for French presses. This is for tea as well. And then the Joker mug is for matcha, which we're going to talk to in a minute. And yeah. And then you can see we've got a whole bunch of other stuff. So for today's stream, we're going to be using this particular coffee right here. Find you. I'm doing well, man. Here with my wife. I don't know if you caught any of last month's Squirrely Health Saturday stream, but my wife was on that one as well. So this is her second live stream on Twitch ever.
Yeah.
She does live streams for Young Living on Facebook, right? Yeah. So this isn't like her first ever or second ever live stream, but it is on Twitch.
Jojo says hi, boys.
You say
Hi, Jojo.
Just say hi, Jojo.
Just say hi, Jojo.
hi, Jojo. Even though I don't really know who you are, but still.
Oh, what's it doing? Oh my. Y'all. Holy crap. Caleb Hart 42. Caleb Hart 42. Thank you so much for this raid. Holy crap. Oh my goodness. I don't think I've ever seen my chat this crazy.
Hello, the world, and hello, Squirrely Squad. Hope you're all doing well today. Happy Monday. Hope your weekend was good and all that. Hopefully relaxing. Ours was pretty good. Like I kind of said I did say last week, my aunt and uncle have moved into town from several states away, and that was super cool. We hung out with them a couple times this weekend, and that's been good. Just looking forward to having them close by and enjoying just hanging out and in this stage of their lives and ours, and with the kids being able to be close to them and stuff too. So we are back with some Final Fantasy XIV this morning. As I told you guys last week, I'm probably going to be streaming this almost exclusively, with the exception of occasional maybe Smite streams or something else. I've really been enjoying my time back in this game, so if you're one of those that are like, hey, will you ever play crafting survival games again? Yes, I almost certainly will. In fact, I fully intend on getting back into Core Keeper at least once or twice on stream come August, the end of August, when Core Keeper goes into full launch, so you'll be able to see some of that. I'll probably go back to Enshrouded sooner or later, depending on what updates look like in the future. But I'll always kind of be on the lookout for some cool crafting survival games. There are a couple on the horizon that are coming but don't have release dates yet that I'm looking forward to as well. So yeah, like you'll still see that kind of content from me as far as games go. Hey Blue, how you doing? Most of the gaming I'll probably be doing for the foreseeable future is going to be Final Fantasy stuff, because even once I get this guy at a level cap, I want to be leveling up a healer, I want to be leveling up a tank. I have a couple healers in mind that I'm looking forward to, so and not to mention all the crafting, Disciples of the Hand and Disciple of the Land. Like, I want to do crafting and gathering as well on this guy, which I never got into, and there's the Island Sanctuary stuff that I haven't been able to participate in. I haven't been able to do almost any trials outside of the MSQ, so like there's a whole bunch of stuff, optional dungeons, yeah. So there's plenty of content in this game for those of you guys that actually play Final Fantasy XIV and have been getting into it longer than I have. You certainly know. But there's plenty of stuff to keep entertained for a while. So before we dive into the game, reminder of the Golden Acorn. The current Golden Acorn is Golden Acorn number 69 from Teddy Roosevelt. Comparison is the thief of joy. Comparison is the thief of joy. Here we are hearing this encouragement to not compare ourselves, our lives, to anyone. Whether that's the good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent. Comparison will only rob you of seeing the blessings in your own life. So don't do it. I want to encourage you guys to count your blessings, myself included. This is speaking to me and my life as well. So hopefully this can be an encouragement to all of us. Golden Acorn 69 from Teddy Roosevelt. Comparison is the thief of joy. Wise words. And with that, let me switch over to the game and turn up the volume a bit here. Alright, so we are on the quest called That We Might Live, and if I look over here, That We Might Live is a level 85 quest. I'm a little over leveled. I'm at 88, I believe, right now. Yeah, and actually, you might notice too, since last stream, that I've adjusted some more of my UI yet again, but I think I want to make my experience bar a little bigger, just a little bit easier to read. How's that? Let's just go to 100%. For whatever reason, some UI aspects are like blurrier than others. I don't know why. Like, why doesn't everything always look so crisp? I think it's because they try to have this, like, glow effect on some things, and it's kind of annoying. Anyway, so we are, yeah, level 88, almost kind of like 2/3 of the way to 89, so we're a little over leveled here. I think I'm gonna try to stick with the MSQ right now, bud. Let me see. So I've got a couple more quests till the last couple sections of quests. Like, we are on the home stretch for Endwalker, so to speak, and then I just gotta obviously power through the post MSQ stuff, and then we'll be into Drawntrail. So we are halfway through the month of July. I think at this rate we will be getting there. So I think we're gonna be well on our way. So let me go ahead and hop on my chocobo. What's fun is I've been trying to convince other folks, other people I know IRL, to play more FF14, and I think I'm starting to succeed. Ooh. Well, that's kind of cool. There's a Aether Current right here. I didn't even check to see where Aether Currents were. Oh, just wondering before you hit the queue. I got you. Thanks for asking, but yeah. I succeeded with you. Yes, yes, I did. Where did it just say? 465 yalms southeast. So it's like down here somewhere. A little south of the aetherite crystal. Okay. Temple is just ahead. It was built by those. Yep, but sadly fall in despair. Oh. Sounds like we gotta rescue someone. I'll take a look. No matter what we picked, we were gonna take a look. Where are we going? Where are we going? Probably behind this rock, I guess. Oh, man, I was really trying not to aggro something. Oh, well. Oh, shoot. Okay. Where are we going? What? Where? Oh, it's over there. Okay. What the poop is this thing? Okay. Well. Let's attack. Hopefully they don't move and I can put some slipstream down. Actually, let's attack the other guy while that one is still getting damaged. There we go. I like it. Yeah, I'm definitely a big fan of like what my DPS looks like these days with the level 86 updates on spells. Bearing a grievous wound. Sorry, squirrel tried to stay behind, but I couldn't. No, it cannot be. Someone, anyone. Arms so heavy, legs, can't feel my legs. More time. I thought I had. I don't want to die. Is the black smokeness that he's about to die? Is that what that is? And then no one can resurrect him? Senko. This isn't really someone we grew super attached to, so it's not like a main character dying. Probably why there's no voice acting for this scene. It's really not even that important of a segment of the plot, to be honest. At least I don't think it is. I think it's just, alright, this person sacrificed their life, let's try not to make it in vain, type of thing. Alright. Surveyed the area. Now where are we going? Further? Alright, what way is this dude facing? I don't want to aggro something. Aha. Oh, there's a thing. I remember when, like, my Aether something was like the most damaging things I had. Now I feel like so many other things are. Continue to survey the area. I see nothing. Okay. Now we're just going back to the Aetherite. Meanwhile, in the skies above Thavner.
No more enemies to trouble us here. It's me. How fare you below? Understood. I will inform Vritra. Chaos and panic sweep Raz Zedhan, and many more have succumbed to the transformations. Amidst the fray, Ahawan fell, protecting a grief-stricken father. My friends fight alongside your Radiant host to secure the capital. Beasts have been sighted in Palakistan as well. We have divided our forces in hopes of quelling the threat there. Of small solace is that we now know what triggers the transformation. As my companions tell it,
He's the cutscene was like, instead of explaining all of this.
Oh, it is the very fear and despair in their hearts which inflict this abhorrent punishment upon them. A nightmare from which my children will never awake. O capricious and cruel fate, they are undeserving of such condemnation.
will you wallow in sorrow or rise to the occasion? Razat Khan is leaderless. Before he passed, Ahawan sought to reveal the truth to his people, honor his wishes.
To what end? To breed a new conflict between dragon and man? These claws could reduce thee to shreds with a touch. These jaws crush thy bones to dust. Only through my proxy could I walk with my children. Without him, I am a bringer of fear, no different from the beasts which beleaguer them.
Perhaps so. Only in death were Hraesvelgr and Shiva united. Indeed, whenever man and dragon have come together, death has ever been the inevitable result. It was our fear of your kind that sparked a nigh-endless war. Fear and hate of which Nidhogg drank deep as he laid waste to my homeland. And in turn, I took my revenge on his brood. Blood for blood, pain for pain. I thought nothing of theirs, only of mine. And yet, were the chasm between us too vast and too deep, Hraesvelgr would not have borne Isael to battle and our rescue. He would never have entrusted a mortal champion with one of his eyes, and the Dragonsong War would still rage on. And I would still wage a never-ending war of violence and vengeance. The future of our star be damned. I cannot speak for Ahawan's greater goals. Yet I know that he served you, served your people, long and true. In this time of unprecedented crisis, he turned to you. You could do worse than to place your trust in him. It will not be easy, but the future of Razat Khan hangs in the balance. We have company.
Don't tell me we're about to play as Estinian. I would much rather watch this cutscene than play it.
The hour has come, Vritra. It's all or nothing!
Okay. If Medvan fled deeper into the jungle, she and her child are in grave danger. Whatever we do, God's have mercy. You must try to stay calm. How can I? They could be dead. Yeah, relax, dude. Relax. Relax. So if I allow myself to overcome this fear, I too might become a beast. Okay. I've seen the wounded. How to be fair. I see. In that case, let's help you find the mother and child. Before we leave, we must ensure the village will be safe in our absence. Alice and I will patrol the area and search for more beasts. Would you and Mattia speak with the elder? Okay. I still feel like these particular quests are slightly fillerish. Like they're not like super critical to the story. Oh, I also realized that I need to switch around my spells to like hotbar 1 that are unique to like, sorry, let me take a step back. I switched my weapon the other day to like the staff to change over to Conjurer just for kicks and giggles to see how my spells were aligned, and I realized like they didn't switch. My spell bar didn't switch. And it's because with my latest spell mappings, I did them on hotbar 5, which is not a shared hotbar, or is a shared hotbar. So I'm like, oh, I gotta like, I never really understood what shared and not shared meant for the hotbars. So now I'm like, I probably need, like, these need to be shared, but this, and this need to not be shared. So that they switch over each time, which means I should probably, instead of like customizing which ones are shared, I should just readjust my spells to be on hotbars 1 and 2, which I'm not going to do on stream, but I'm just kind of saying it out loud in case it helps anybody else out there realizing the same thing or not realizing the same thing. Like, essentially the idea is any spells on your hotbar that you want to still be there, even if you change jobs or change classes, you want to be on a shared hotbar. But if you're like me, where I'm literally using these 8, these 8, these 8, and these 8 for this one job, then I need those to be unique to this job. And likewise, going forward, unique to any other job that I switch to. So that's something to keep in mind as you're positioning your spells and abilities on your hotbars, is whether or not you're positioning them on a shared hotbar or a not shared hotbar. Because that's definitely not something I was thinking about when I was positioning these. When I was assigning them. Alright, we good. No! Dang it. I did the thing again. I hate it when I do that. When I keep pressing without realizing. And so inevitably that means that I aggro something new. There we go. Okay. Defeat the beasts. Alright, looks like they're all over the place here. Alright, here's one. Oh, this one. Oh, you know what I just realized? I don't have my chocobo out. Dang it. Let's get my chocobo out here. Set him up to healer. Yeah. Which, by the way, Blue, did you remember that as well? Or have you been remembering that to make sure that you call your chocobo out and set him to healer stance? Which, by the way, if you didn't know, I don't know if there's a way to set it so that he's always in healer stance when you call out your chocobo, but I have to manually set it up to healer stance every time I call it out. Bam. Let's go. The last one should be up here somewhere. There. Whoa, there's a couple of them. Oh, really? There we go. Alright, now where are we going?
Courage, friend. The pain will pass.
Has anyone seen Mevan? Where could she be?
We've dealt with all the blasphemies, and made certain no villagers are still in hiding.
Good work. We've otherwise tended to the wounded as best we can.
What will become of us?
Help is on the way, surely. We may have to abandon our homes now, but we will return, someday.
But where can we go? Is anywhere even safe?
That I cannot say.
Well, I can. Nowhere's safe. Run all you like, but there's no escaping these things. And even if I could, it's too late for my family.
This isn't good. The more they dwell on the tragedy, the more likely we are to lose them too.
My friends, this is a place of worship. Should your heart quake with sadness, cast your mind to the heavens and remember. Remember the teachings of the old gods. Did they not implore us to stand fast when waves of sorrow break against our shores?
Know this, my children.
You need an average item level 42 to enter the caster. Yeah, but I don't. Yep, I needed that too.
To drink of calamity and
I'll show you in a second. But if you go to your character page, where all your equipment is, it says what your item level is. And each item has a different level to it, so it's the average item level across everything needs to be at a certain point. Have you been regularly opening your item chests and things and then equipping them with recommended items?
But do not avert your eyes. See your life for what it is.
I just want to confirm you understand what I'm saying when I say, have you been opening the item chests? Okay, wait, the item chests. All right, so I don't know if they're actually called item chests or not, but sometimes you get equipment from a quest,
Every agony to temper your blade.
and you need to actually open a thing in your inventory for you to actually get that piece of equipment. Sometimes you get the equipment outright, but most of the time there's a thing you actually have to open. When I get out of this cutscene, I'll see if I can show you what I'm talking about. But like, open up your inventory and a coffer. Yes, the coffers. Yes, exactly. Like this level 24 weapon coffer. Yes. So it'll be like a weapon coffer or an armor coffer or something like that. It'll say something coffer. So in your inventory, you need to click on it, say use or open, and then it'll throw that piece of equipment into your armory chest if you have room in your armory chest. If you don't have room in your armory chest, it's just going to put it in your inventory, and you need to make room to put it in your armory chest. But assuming it went to your armory chest, then you now have access to equip it, and you can go back to recommended items.
Stay together and go in safety.
I just used 2. One was level 49, one was level 45. So now go back to your character thing and do show recommended items and equip them and see if that helps.
Those words seem to resonate with your people.
They should. They were the first spoken unto our ancestors by the divinity of legend. I'm easily upset, and fish are wont to flee a temperamental hand. So I recite the teachings over and over to calm myself.
You did equip something new, but the average is still not level 42. Can I get rid of things I don't need to get a higher average? So I don't think the average is a mathematical mean. I think it's a combination of a mean and a median. Like, you need...
I won't argue with that.
If you got rid of something, it wouldn't bring your average up. You have to have something equipped in order to keep your average high.
In darkness,
Whoa,
seek joy. Surrender not to sadness.
Why did that suddenly get so loud?
See beyond despair. Walk free. And bear the light for
Yes, it's all the gear you have equipped. All the gear you have equipped, the average of all of that brings your item level higher. Not the stuff in your armory chest, sorry,
Let
yeah.
us see if we can't find Mervyn.
Your average is 32. Okay. What was your average before?
Did you see? That beast was chasing someone.
Oh, when you said your item level's 41, you were talking about something else. You were probably talking about a specific item. I don't think I have anything left. Well, I wouldn't have anything I could give you, unfortunately. You could... Hang on. Now your average is 35, but you need it to be... What did you need it to be? 42? You could reach out to the free company and see if anyone can make you updated armor so that you can get into the level 50 dungeon. See if anyone's available and willing. Ask nicely and see if anyone is willing and available to craft you some armor to up your average item. Or actually, go to the you got money, right? You got Gil. Go to the market boards in one of the main cities and see if there's higher level items that you can buy. You could do that too. I've done that before because your average is 35 right now. You only got to get to 42. So if you just so go to the market boards, see if there's stuff that you can just upgrade your low level stuff. You know what I mean? The level 1s and things. Oh shoot. That's not what I meant to do. Yeah, like, you know, you look over here and you've probably got low level, I don't know, hands or something, right? And so just upgrade some of this stuff. Speaking of, I need to see if I've got any new stuff. Which I don't have any new stuff. Where do I go? Like, so one of the main cities. So Limsa Lominsa, Gridania, or Limsa Lominsa, Gridania, or Ul'dah, and go to the market in there. And you're looking for the market board, and then you'll just have to play with the filtering to filter by like higher item levels, or just scroll through and look for stuff, or filter by arm and filter by leg and filter by chest. Look on the map. So, if you pull up the map, hang on, right? You pull up the map, and you want to go. So, say you were going to Limsa, right? Here we go. In Limsa. So the main market area is right next to the Aetheryte. It's over here. It's over here, and this one right there is the market board. So that's the symbol for market board. That little, like, almost looks like a weird flag thing is the symbol for market board, but it's in this, like, market strip with all the shops. There's a couple different market boards that you can go to, it looks like. Actually, where am I going next? Where do I need to go next? Up there. Is that near? If I was, like, going to an Aetheryte next, then I would just go to Limsa and show you. But if you're still having trouble, next time I get to an Aetheryte, I'll just TP over to you. Oh, dang it. No, I don't want to battle these things. Go away. You're going to Limsa now. Okay. And I bit my cheek like 2 days ago. And now there's like a sore, like a cheek ulcer type thing, and it hurts so bad.
That's her! No, I'm sure of it! Mevan!
Don't, please!
Oh, that was a really smart thing. Really? By her head? Wow, there's no way that baby would survive.
God have mercy!
Don't tell me we have to suddenly try to save this mother and child in the water. Oh, wow. Okay. At least we can breathe underwater. Oh, shoot. It's always so hard to gauge how close you are to something in the water. Infant daughter is nowhere to be seen. What? How did I just rescue her? She still looks like she's chilling there. I see the baby. Okay, that's interesting that there's no symbol above the baby's head. Why is Mevan still, like, chilling in the water? Kind of weird. How do I get out of the water? Oh, over there. Swim faster! Ah! Why? Leave me alone. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Dude, yeah, stop. Okay, cool. Yes. I mean, somehow I have Mevan and the child, even though it doesn't look like I do at all. Oh, so Mevan I don't have. So I guess Mevan didn't make it. Maybe that's why Mevan was lying lifeless or whatever. But the baby, we were able to save. Okay. I understand.
She's so cold, Elfino.
No, she was just in the water, so...
The child is alert, and I see no wounds, and yet... she grows weaker. My spells can do no more. What she needs is a change of clothes and a warm bed. We must hurry back. Not now!
Matsia, take the child.
Damn it. It appears we've made enough noise to be heard for miles around. More will be upon us ere long. We make our stand here. Matsya, can you take her back to the village?
But the child, all by myself. You can't be serious.
The beasts will follow you home unless we stop them here. And so we shall. Be strong, Matsya. Her life is in your hands.
Right. I can do it.
You got this, Matsya.
I know you can. We'll keep them busy, Matsya. Go! Quickly!
You good now? You were able to get some new stuff and got your item level higher?
You know the way.
54 just from 2 rings. Nice, nice.
No.
New pair of gloves. Cool.
Not you too.
And in the process, you learned how to better use the market board to help yourself, so accomplished a couple things.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. To live is to suffer, to drink of calamity.
Yeah,
Tis perilous blood. Death lurks in the dark.
Fork and splinter above it. And in the fridge, there's a little
No! I'm not afraid! I'm not afraid! Ah! Do not avert your eyes. See your life for what it is. See how the hardships make you strong. Every doubt reforged.
Poor Matsya. Uh-oh.
Every agony.
Who this is? Hey, Aerith. This is a little depressing, yes. Who's there? Who's there?
Nay,
I had a feeling.
would deliver thee just the same.
I had a feeling it was Estinian. It gets
Please.
worse.
You must save the child. She is all that remains of Mevan and Grasef. Please.
Well, well. Seems the babe's taken a liking to you.
Thou art strong, little one. Let us convey thee to thy home.
I spied our friends as we flew in. They appeared to be holding their own against the Horde.
Against the Horde. Now we're playing World of Warcraft. Just kidding. So it's Great Depression. Har har.
Right. That's the last of them. We should hurry and find Matsya.
Aerith, I don't know if you were listening like a few minutes ago, but Blue, my son, was just asking questions about average item level, and he needed a higher item level in order to get into the Castrum quest, or
A fine
quest,
battle it must
and
have been. Shame I missed it.
so he had We just did a lesson on how to use the market board. But I did tell him if he couldn't find stuff in the market board to reach out to the free company, see if anybody was available to make him gear. I think he got in though.
The two are headed back to the village.
I can now do the quest, yes, but I'm going to eat lunch, and so are our cousins, and then me and Gotham are going to play Rocket League with them. Okay, no worries.
Perhaps so.
No, you're good. No worries, Aerith. But sounds like
There's something I need to do first.
sounds like Blue figured it out, so.
Mervyn gave her life so that her child might live.
Yeah,
She
that's what I
deserves
told him.
better than to be left to drift alone. She deserves to be laid to rest beside her husband at least.
But I figured it was a good opportunity for him to get used to to at least look at the market board and see and check it out, learn how to filter it, etc. So he figured it out. He got his item level up to like 50 something from a couple things that were probably cheap. And I think he needed an average item level of 42 to get into Castrum. Blue, lurking doesn't, like, the exclamation point lurk is just a text command in chat. That's all it is. It's not like a, it doesn't like set a status on your user or anything. It's just, you do exclamation point lurk, it does a little message in chat to let everybody and myself know that you're lurking. It doesn't, there's no like status change. So whether or not you typed again, it doesn't affect anything. You thought you can't lurk when you do mute. Oh, so if you mute the stream, then Twitch doesn't count your view. But the term lurking is just a generic term that viewers use when they have the stream running in the background, but they're not paying attention. Yeah. All right, your brother just started eating, so. This is what I should have been doing, is getting you guys' lunches prepared early in the morning before I stream. Then you guys aren't having to wait till I'm done streaming to eat. Young Mattia returned with the babe safe in his arms, owing to a warm bed. The girl's already begun to regain her strength. Cool. How many children must we lose to this calamity? Mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, sons and daughters, every death. Another void that can never be filled. We who survive then must carry on their memory. Their baby is a child of Thavner as well. I thank you for returning her safe. Great and merciful worm, I have not the words to express my gratitude. They say, were it not for you, brave Matsia and the child would have been lost to us forever. Long had I heard the rumors that a mighty dragon had forged a pact of friendship with the satrap, but never would I have expected such a kind and gentle soul. Truth in part, but not in whole. I am Vritra, right? Something like that. Anyway. Are my ears to be believed? You were the true one all along. Nidhana, what are you doing here? You know what this area and these elephants kind of remind me of? The Panda expansion in World of Warcraft. Like, the area looks very much like that area, and then but instead of elephants, we got pandas. Alchemists have already brewed up some potions for the daughter. Enough about us. You and your role are far greater. If could it be that young Varsan was created to serve as your emissary? Suspect the boy. A rumor has circulated for many years around the High Crucible that our most skilled alchemists were once commissioned by the Satrap's family in secret to fashion a Mehmet indistinguishable from a living boy. Looking at Varsan with that knowledge, I simply put two and two together. I was not alone in drawing this conclusion, but like me, they no doubt recognized that the Satrap was using the simulacrum to work more closely with his people and decided not to press the issue. I had always assumed one of his associates was manipulating it from afar. It is an honor to meet you in the flesh, Master Vitra. Pray allow me to express my gratitude. If you had not believed in and given us your scales, I do not know where we would be. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. 'Twas thou and thy fellow alchemists that fashioned the means to unmake the towers. You were the saviors, not only of Radzahan, but the star. Far too kind you are, Master Vitra. But the star yet wants for salvation. It would seem that this place is in good hands. I would turn to see how Radzahan fares. What about you guys? I worry for the survivors we met at Perusa. Shall we pay them a visit before we make our way back? In that case, might I ask a favor? Nothing too burdensome, I promise. This way. Yeah, what job is Alphino now with like the floating thingies? I want to know what job he is, because that looks kind of cool. Can I click on him and do like a adventure plate? No. Sage. Yeah, okay. So no joke, like I know that I kept saying that I would probably do like a healer and probably be just like white mage because that's the simplest. But the more I looked into the different healers, I saw Sage and it seems really intriguing to me because they can still do damage via dots, I guess, or they have dots available to them, and anytime I can use damage over time and outlast my opponent, I've always been a fan, and there's just never been a class or job in FF14 that I've seen that specializes in dots. Not saying a Sage does, it's a healer primarily, but then I saw a video that was like, Sage isn't as complicated as people think it is, and tried to simplify it. Granted, I don't know anything about Sage, so that video made no sense to me, but now I'm like, maybe I want my healer job to be Sage first before I do a white mage. I don't know. Or instead of white mage for now. I don't know. But it looks really cool. And conceptually sounds really cool since it can do damage. Since it can also do damage while healing. I don't know. I don't know how it works. They're talking about medicine and all that stuff. Cool. Relatively easy to learn for a shield healer, and it's a really good healer class for sure. Okay. But it is a shield healer, like barrier healer, shield barrier thing, right? Like not like whatever the other type of healer is. I know what the difference is, I just don't remember the name for the other. Where recovery, maybe? I don't know where you actually... Oh, shield, not pure. I guess that's the word that you all use, is pure versus shield or barrier. What the heck was that? Whatever. So that gives me a reason to still level up a white mage in the future. Because then I could go, okay, do I want to play a shield healer or do I want to play a pure healer? But the idea of a shield healer, or the idea of that sage, is definitely interesting to me. It's always nice to have options. Right, right. And definitely thinking that my tank is going to be a break gunner. I don't, dang it. Too many jobs in this game. How many jobs are there now? Like 19? Gunbreaker, yes, thank you. I've just now like conditioned my brain to stop saying class all the time and start saying job more, because that's ultimately the thing that you are. It's in the end you have a job, not a class. But I'm so used to saying class from other Final Fantasy games. I mean, they have jobs in other Final Fantasy games too, but it's usually like one or the other, not both. Where the heck? What the poop nuggets? Get in here? Alright, where is this last villager? Come on now. One more villager somewhere. Oh, there it is. I see it up there. Alright. Oh, is it actually in here? Yeah, okay. There you go. Eat this thing. Oh, I see quests that I should probably take. That are probably Aether Current quests. So that gave me an Aether Current at least. Ooh, I have like a leg cramp. At least for now. They're still at risk. Shall we return to Radzadhan? By all means, don't let us keep you further. Cool, cool. Let's find Astinian. Where is he? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my leg right now. Ow, frick. Oh, it hurts though. I might have to like stand up for a minute. Alright, let me look at these other quests. So, are they down here? Oh, there we go. So there's one here. Yep, that's Aether Current. Alright, it's heading south, which I know that there is an Aether Current in the wild down there. But then there's also one over here. Okay, and then there's one more over here. Oh, never mind. That one is not for Aether Currents. Okay, so according to the map, we've got one way up here on the way back to Radz-at-Han. So we could probably do that second. We'll come down here because I believe there's one south of us. Southeast. Okay. Still southeast. To the east. Ah, there it is. Okay, we got that one. Now let's go and do this quest. Alright, before I click on this, I've got to respond to somebody really quick. Bear with me, y'all. Okay. I don't know why I started reading that. This is just like a side quest, so... Alright, let's go down there. Got some gators in the lake here. So we gotta investigate 3 different areas. Where's the next one of these? Alright, so there's no more Aether Currents in the wild. Good, good, good. Shoot. Let's go this way. I want to aggro something if I don't have to. Nothing out of the ordinary. Cool. Let's keep going. Oh, and I just signed up my younger son, Gotham, who we're calling Red Wing these days through games. So Red Wing is, I just signed him up for a free trial of Final Fantasy XIV too, because now he's kind of interested in playing too. Now remember, I don't know if how many of you guys remember, but once upon a time we did some Final Fantasy streams where like me and Blue were playing FF14 and my younger son was playing FF9 on his Switch. So So he's familiar with RPGs, and he actually enjoys reading. So I don't foresee him not enjoying his time, but it is kind of a more complicated game, right? So I just got to be careful to make sure that he doesn't feel overwhelmed. And I think as long as he's playing while one of us are playing, then he'll be okay. But this afternoon, we might actually get him started. I had to kind of set up an old laptop that I don't use anymore for him. It should be... like, he's not going to be able to play it probably on max settings, but it should be able to play Final Fantasy XIV. I'm pretty sure in the past I've played FF14 on that laptop before. So... oh, one of these things is surely going to aggro me. Oh, I snuck by them. Oh, there it is. Alright, where do I gotta report back to? All the way up here? I don't feel like walking there manually, so we're gonna TP back here and then walk south. What? Okay, that was weird. I think sometimes... lately, my Shadow PC has not fully detected my controller input, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's a Shadow app issue, or if it's like a, like an internet issue. It's pretty rare that it happens, or the occasional time it happens, all I need to do is redo the input, and it's not a big deal. But I would imagine in like a super competitive setting, that could get really annoying really quick. Welcome back, Blue. Did both of you guys finish lunch? Bam. How many more of these do I have left? Oh, I think I just have the one more. The one more quest one that I'm doing now. This is the last one, and then I can fly in Thavnair. Wait. Oh no, that's the main quest, so I gotta go out here for the other one. Oh, okay. Oh, and Blue, once you do get to level 50, then you can start using the Allagan or Allagan tomes or whatever they are, the poetics that you get from like dungeons. I don't think you start getting them to level 50. I'm pretty sure, or shortly there before, or something like that. But the poetic tomes or whatever they're called are used as currency to buy like better gear. So, and you can buy like the gear. There's gear sets every 10 levels, I think. So it's like 50, 60, 70, 80, and so on. And you get the tomes from either doing dungeons or doing like PvP. But you can only keep like a max of, I think, 2,000 poetics in your currency at a time, or Something like that. So like as you get them, you want to spend them. Ah, is this an escort one? Man. Can I just TP back? Protect the unfortunate straggler and guide him back. Can I just TP? Will it let me? Let's find out. I think it normally lets you. Oh no. Ah. Well, now I know. It didn't let me. That's super annoying. Okay. That's where I needed to take him to. Ugh. This is farther than I remember it being. Alright, let's go. Oh, but I think I can Chocobo up. At least, so he moves faster. I think, maybe. Hopefully. Ah, sense a hostile really? Ugh, okay. Why can't I target them? There we go. That's actually really annoying. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's go. Don't you dare sense a hostile presence again. Don't do it. This dude's still following me, right? What? Where the heck is he? No! What? You gotta be kidding me, really? Okay, this quest is starting to be really annoying. Come on. Or do I need to just run? I don't know. Alright, I see my escort person that's still here. Okay, we're good. Alright, let's go. Come on. He's still with me? Yep, he's still with me. I'm sure I'm gonna sense a hostile presence again. Alright, yep, there it is. Oh, shoot. All right, we're good. Let's keep going. Ah, man. I guess I'll walk this way. Okay, we're here. That was one of the more annoying Aether Current quests I've had in a little while, for sure. Alright, and now we can fly. Very annoying indeed, Miss Aerith. Alright. Sweet. Let's go fly. What? That was weird. There we go. So nice. At least we get to enjoy a little bit of flight before it has us go on to the next zone. All right, we're back. Ow. Can we finally attune to this stinking aetheryte? The next zone I get to is gorgeous. Sweet. Not that these weren't, but I don't know. They're very earthy colors. Like, they're very, like, red sand. And, meh. I could use either a little more color, or more brightness, or something that looks a little more fantastical. Did I already get this one? Alright, which one have I not gotten? Is this the only one left that I haven't gotten? Alright, I think it might be. I think I've gotten all the rest of them. The next zone I unlock after this one. Yeah, I think I understood what you were talking about. I assume it's gonna be like one of these or something. Which I don't understand why we haven't come back to here. Labyrinthos. But I mean, I guess we're gonna have to come back there at some point. Both of the last zones are pretty. Okay, I got you. Oh, man. Alright, we talk here. I'm assuming at the end of this quest we can finally attune to this aetheryte. I would hope so. the square. Okay. Which way am I going? Up these stairs.
Look! Someone's coming!
People of Razathan, it warms my heart to see so many brave, resilient souls before me. Today, I would share with you a great revelation. But before I do, I must make a humble request. Do not be alarmed, nor avert your eyes. See the one I unveil for who he is, and know that he means you no harm.
Very well. I dare say it can't be worse than the horrors we've already seen.
Many thanks.
A dragon!
Wow!
People of Radzathan, I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode. 'Tis as the Satrap's ally I am known. Today, I would reveal the truth unto you.
Let us hope they accept him.
If I am hearing this right, you were the satrap all along?
Vashan! I mean, Master Vitra, does your divine eye really see all?
Nay, child. While mine eye hath borne witness to the whole of our nation's history, to its future I am blind as thee. Countrymen, calamity the likes of which we have never known is come to Thavnir, our home. Friends and loved ones have been taken from us. I, too, have lost my closest confidant. Ahawan loved this land and served it with dignity till his dying breath. A nobler satrap there will never be. For so long, I lacked the courage to face you.
Yeah, I'm a fan of
I will
Vritra.
not easily earn your trust. This I know.
Very, very, like, noble and honorable.
I cannot font of boundless vibrancy.
A very with great power comes great responsibility character.
Since time immemorial,
Like,
as she glittered
I feel a responsibility just because of the sole fact that I can help.
to this dragon, slumbering in his dark lair, 'twas a mesmerizing sight, and one that brought no end of joy to my heart. This calamity has stolen too much from you already, yet so long as you live, the light of Radzatan...
Man, I haven't seen a faux hawk like that in like a decade plus.
I pray you let me watch over it. Over you. And lend me your strength, that we might face this trial and those to come.
3 of your favorite characters. Nice. So 3 new characters?
I do not know you, dragon, but I thank you for speaking the truth to us. As divinities, both Manusha and Riga once joined together. So too do I believe that hand in hand, we can overcome this ordeal and welcome an era of peace.
A sight that would have surely brought a smile to Azael's face.
Indeed.
Kinda knew you'd probably understand what I mean. Okay.
Excuse me, but I must speak with the Satrap at once.
Father.
You have suffered dearly of late, yet you must endeavor to look beyond these losses to the future you yet have. On behalf of the Forum of Sharlayan, I come with a proposal by which you, the people of Radzatan, might be saved. I say again, I must speak with your Satrap. I beseech you, take me to him with all possible haste.
I am Satrap here. Speak thy proposal. All present shall hear and judge.
If I have given offense, then I apologize. First, allow me to share with you what knowledge we have of the phenomenon responsible for your woes. The final days. 'Tis an affliction of stagnancy and rot, sown into the currents of the star. Though the first prominent manifestation was here, in Thavner, it will invariably spread to every corner of the world. The Forum was forewarned of this apocalypse several centuries ago. Thenceforth, my predecessors sought to prepare for the end times in the only conceivable fashion, by securing a means of escape.
Escape the star? What madness is this?
'Tis by no means madness. With the coming of the 7th Umbral Calamity, the true nature of the Red Moon, Dalamod, was revealed. That it was an artificial construct of ancient Alag. But what of the Silver Moon? This celestial satellite is yet another technological marvel fashioned and maintained by ancient allies. A ship that will sail the heavens and deliver our people from destruction. And by our people, I speak not only of Sharlayan. We mean to save every man, woman, and child it is within our power to save. Including you, our dear friends of Radzat Han. Recent events necessitate adjustments be made, and quickly, but we can and will escort you safely to the moon.
This is feeling like this whole story is starting to feel very Star Ocean-y.
Has thy forum been allies to Thavnir? I trust thou dost not extend this offer lightly. Yet I wonder, is this truly the way? Is there a future to be built for us beyond this star our father deemed the last bastion of hope?
It is for that very reason I come before you and your people. To answer any and all of your questions. To offer my assurances and allay your fears. Though, if you wish the best for your people, I advise you to render your decision swiftly.
Show our friends to Megaduta. They are to be received as honored guests.
Megaduta? That word sounds funny.
Worry not. Whatever decision is reached, your paths shall be yours to decide. Until then, heed the warning of these brave heroes.
Sometimes you wish you could experience Endwalker for the first time again. This is pretty good. I mean, you could always play through it again. You just have to make a new tune and get all the way up to level 80. Or level 70. No, 80, yeah.
And attend to your daily tasks. I shall return.
I guess you'd have to go through the entire MSQ to get to Endwalker, can't you? You can't just, like, skip to Endwalker on a new character, huh?
We'll do as you say, Master Vitra. We believe in you.
You can... So, yeah, I don't understand. I don't know how the New Game Plus thing works in FF14. I know it's something. I know it's a thing. I just have no knowledge about how it works. I've already gone through it again with my alt as well, so I'd have to go through it a third time.
Oh, you're still here. What a relief.
Nidana, what's the matter? Has something happened at Palaka's stand?
Oh, no, not that I know of. I just hope to hear your thoughts on a theory of mine. All who undergo the transformation are drained of their ether, yes?
Oh, okay.
What is it then that gives these beasts the strength to carry on as they do? Logically, they must be drawing upon an alternate form of vital energy. That put me in mind of our earlier conversation, when I tried to explain the essence which many confuse with ether.
Akasha. Yes, I remember. The unseen gift bestowed from on high. An energy influenced solely by emotion.
Yes, yes. In this instance, negative ones set Akasha into motion, thereby infusing the beasts with vitality. I posit this as the mechanism by which the beasts are born and sustained. Ah, do you still have that flower?
They remind me of the concept of the Sin Eaters from the previous... from the first.
If we accept that it once shone bright by drawing upon Akasha, influenced by the thoughts of those nearby, then fear, terror, despair, negative emotions so powerful as to suffocate it, permeated the air in this place. You must be very careful. The forces which drive the final days may be beyond our ability to perceive. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you like that. At any rate, I will continue my research into Akasha. Do temper your expectations, however. There are sadly few detailed studies upon which I may draw.
Formulating a new theory as you have is itself no small feat. I wish you well in your endeavors, and pray you take care.
Thank you. You stay safe as well, yes? Till next we meet. And we will meet again.
Alrighty. Also, fun side note, there's my dog, sleeping. That's just to the left of me. Anyway. Thanks. His name's Ember, like fire. As far as we come after, and normally he sleeps like, well, normally he hangs out in my wife's office, but since she goes into an office now 3 days a week, he has learned to accept the fact that Mama is not always home, and he sometimes now hangs out in my office, especially when she's gone, like today. So much we don't know about the final days. Could it be said the cause of the phenomenon is beyond our comprehension? Message. Brave science. You have my gratitude for aiding the people in this most trying times. Alas, matters here at Mega Duda prevent me from meeting you all in person. As a token of much appreciation, my appreciation, I have arranged for a feast to be held in your honor. Cool. And to you, there's something we had hoped to introduce to you in particular. While I loathe to detain you further, might I spare a moment of your time? Personal invitation, knowing full well your services are in the highest demand right now. This must be important. Worry not. Okay. Whenever you're ready, please join me at the Aetheryte Plaza. I shall go ahead. Go on ahead. What, is he trying to tell me that you can now attune to the Aetheryte? Because that would be really nice. Or maybe we couldn't attune until Vritra was here. I don't know. I gotta... How close can I get? Oh, man, that's... Okay. I'm going to try to attune before I talk to this person just to see if I can attune or if it's something that I still need to continue down this quest for. Ah, I can attune now. Alright, so it's not like that one time at that city with Vol 3. I don't even remember the name of the city anymore, but... when, like, I went to try to attune, it was like, no, you still can't. And then I turned around, talked to the dude, and it was like, you can now attune. Like, oh, man, it's stupid. Access to the Aetheryte you see here has been restricted. He's literally talking about it, though. Sincerely apologize. It was deemed too dangerous. A risk we could not take. In light of recent events, however, Satrap has decided to lift the restrictions. Cool. So in other words, it might have still been restricted until I talked to that dude, but they lifted the restriction already, and we're good to go. Cool. Alright, now I gotta go back up there. And the Hollow Radiant Host, where leadership oversees all of Radzahan's military forces. Our destination lies just ahead. Welcome to Sundrop. Without further ado, allow me to introduce you to... Oh, so you're the famous squirrels. I knew it would. I knew it the moment you stepped through the door. Okay. Shurabot, please. You're speaking of Satrap's honored guest and saved of our people. Can you not show a modicum of respect? What disrespect is there in paying a fellow warrior a compliment? More formally, then, for the benefit of my countrymen, it is a pleasure to have you with us, O great champion of Eorzea, scion of the Seventh Dawn, warrior of light, and all-around good egg, I'm sure. What is this place? Who are you? This talk of eggs reminds me I'm late for dinner. A fool with too many scars and knees. Okay, the name is Shurabot, and I attend to business here. Razahan welcomes delegates from other lands to oversee trade and diplomatic dealings. Then there are military matters. I imagine you're more familiar with each of the nations they represent, yes. We've got representatives from Doma, Ul'dah and Alamigo, Limsa, Bredania, and last but never least, Ishgard. The eyes, ears, and mouths that bridge the distance between Radz-at-Han and their respective homelands. So they're like ambassadors, I guess. Brief respite to share details of our plight with our overseas counterparts, and wouldn't you know it, all of their leaders requested a few words from you specifically. You're a man in high demand, eh? And so, would you mind regaling us with your own account? Indulge us before you indulge yourself. Okay. So that what, they want my perspective on things that are going on right now, I guess? So that they can update everybody else. Thank you for the report. The conditions under which men are turned to beasts, the etheric anomalies you have observed, you have given us much to consider. Let's consider the first information. Okay. Thankfully, the information you conveyed to Lucia upon your return from the moon has already proved invaluable. As soon as reports of the calamity here in Thavnair reached the Grand Company of Eorzea and our Far East allies, our leaders knew at once the final days were indeed upon us. They began taking steps to assess the extent of the phenomenon's spread. Our agents were able to confirm that for the time being the skies burn only over the bounty, including this island and Corvos. Alas, this is of little comfort. Aye, although the allied lands reported people transforming into hideous beasts. From what little we have learned, these incidents are similar in nature to that, okay. As was the case here, the victims underwent the change prior to the heavens being set ablaze, and so, while the burning skies have yet to manifest beyond the bounty, the transformations do not appear to be subject to any similar restriction. That's about the size of it. Speaking of which, we ought to give these creatures a name, don't you think? Yeah, just don't call them Sin Eaters, man, because that'd be super confusing. Here, Radz-at-Han, we've taken particular change, which tend to be the biggest blasphemies. That's almost the same, bro. As fit name as any, to ensure calamity in future communications, we shall urge our comrades to adopt this terminology. Our leaders have taken measures to deal with the threat to the best of our abilities. So in Shadowbringers, we were battling... The creatures were called Sin Eaters, and now the creatures in Endwalker are called Blasphemies. Cool. That said, brave souls with strength, fortitude, fellow, these terrible fiends are not easily found. Just so, it's very recent, we turn to you. Pray lend us your strength and help us slay the blasphemies that plague our homelands. Ah, so they want us to return to all the various city-states and all the places. So we can beat up blasphemies. Cool. Should also mention that each blasphemy seems to possess wildly different characteristics. What works well against one may serve you poorly against another. So before you go rushing off to save everyone's day, have a word with the delegates. You know, that kind of reminds me, like, in past Final Fantasy games, like, elemental weaknesses and resistances were, like, a thing, and now they don't really seem to be that much of a thing in FF14. You've gained access to role quests. Ah, okay. Separate quest line. Each story available. Melee DPS, physical range DPS, magical DPS, and healer. To undertake these quests, speak with anyone of delegates, Sundrop, and agree to help defeat the blasphemies that plague their respective homelands. Well, just like I did in Shadowbringers, I will probably wait as long as I can before continuing these quests. So what I will likely do, this one is probably the magical DPS one, I imagine. Yeah, Battle Mage, magical DPS, yep. So I'll accept this so that I have it as a quest that I don't forget to do. But I probably won't continue that quest line until I absolutely have to. Oh, what's going on? You know, Razak, huh? Like the back of my hand. Sure. I also didn't continue those quests till the game told me I have to. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's the same thing I did in Shadowbringers, you know, so... I just didn't want to forget where it was when inevitably the game tells me I have to finish the role quest. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm like, oh shoot, that was so long ago. Where did I have to go to do the role quests? So this way, it's already, the first quest in the line is already accepted, so at least I've got that. I don't have to remember where it is. Is it in here? Yeah. Oh, I guess it's the same place. So is this our feast that we're about to do? Nope, not now. There we go. News to me, mind sharing the details.
So blasphemies now plague all the realm.
Apparently.
It will only get worse if what Father said is true. As it did in Amarot.
If that's our model, then shouldn't we expect the effects to grow more severe as it feeds off its own spread? As if people transforming into those monstrosities wasn't bad enough. If the flora and fauna, if the land itself turned against us.
No one would survive.
Here's your order, friend. May you find comfort in these dark times.
I want to know how Graha has a staff on his back while he's in a chair with a backrest. That's what I want to know.
If there's one thing we've learned, fighting blindly and simply reacting to what comes will accomplish nothing. We must find a solution that addresses the fundamental cause. Before our strength is exhausted, before this crisis spirals out of control. Is there something, anything we've overlooked?
Like, she has a staff on her back, but
If
she
there
doesn't
is
have a
an
backrest
answer,
in her chair.
Hydaelyn herself will have it. 'Twas she who bound Zodiac and forestalled the final days. Alas, we have heard naught
Oh, I
from
guess he
her
doesn't
since
have a
the Tower of
backrest. I
Babel.
thought he did.
Whether she cannot or will not speak, I can only speculate. Even the flower she gave us is no more.
Sad face, Hydaelyn.
So advised the Watcher. But what could be the significance of that name? It is entirely unfamiliar to me.
To me as well. It meant something to the ancients, though. In our time.
Most surely. Yet I do not recall a single mention of it in the records of Anida.
Another dead end. And quite literally. It's not as if there are any ancients living we could go and ask.
Yeah, because every ancient we find is like a
Not
bad guy
alive
that we
as
have to
such,
kill.
But not quite dead. Elidibus. I sealed him in the white aurosite of the Crystal Tower back on the first. Contained within that reservoir of ether that maintains it, ether that is returned little by little to the sea. Naught may remain of his soul. However, if part of it lingers, we might be able to speak with him there. I know we can no longer make that journey, but you, my friend, still can.
I was wondering if we were going to go back to the first.
Yes, we can but act and hope for the best.
If nothing else, should we learn the first is safe, we'll have that much more reason to keep fighting the good fight. That said, the odds are not in our favor, to say the least. Which is why we're fortunate to have Urianger up there on the moon, working hard to make all the necessary preparations for our departure, should it come to it.
And why we have nothing to lose by staying the course till the last instant.
Indeed. To the last, let us all do what we can. I will consult with Master Matoya and see if she knows of a way to reach Hydaelyn from the ethereal sea.
And I will visit the nation's leaders and attempt to ascertain how far the final days have progressed elsewhere.
Keep me abreast of your findings.
Hey,
I can seek out and
Gaudius.
slay the worst of the immediate threats, if only to slow the spread.
Unease, terror, despair. Try as we might to suppress them, these emotions will return to harry us time and time again. But when they do, remember this. Your friends and loved ones are out there somewhere, sharing in your struggle. You are not alone.
So ends the brief respite before the next revelation. Yes, so much left for you to see. Where beginning ends, and end begins.
Longest exposition ever. I'm just kidding. Alright. Is there anything we've forgotten to mention? Are your arms and armor in good order? Oh yeah, I should probably repair my stuff at some point soon. Oh, level 89. Did I learn any spells? Doesn't look like it. Cool. My armor's actually not horrible. Let me check inventory, see if I got any new equipment coffers. Doesn't look like it. And just for kicks and giggles. Oops. Nope, nothing. Cool. I can over repair your gear so you don't have to think about repairing for a while. That's a thing? I mean, I don't think I really need to. I typically just pop by a repair spot periodically and it never really gets too low, so. Plus, like, I feel like I'm changing out my armor so frequently right now that might be not worth it. You might, like, over-repair something that I'm just about to replace on the next quest anyway. But, what level am I? I'm 89, so in another level, I'm probably going to start working towards getting the next Poetics gear, or whatever it is. Because that's still a thing, right? Like, getting Poetics gear. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. I don't know. Hopefully it is. Or is it not Poetics gear anymore? Is it like something else now? Oh, here's a mender while I'm at it, so I might as well take advantage. Yeah. Purchase. That's probably it. Oh, maybe. I don't know. Oop. Purchase. No, these are actual cost things. These aren't like the next poetic gear stuff. It's been a hot minute since I've looked into Poetics gear, because I think when I got to like level 80 or close to 80, I think Aerith, you had made me, like, crafted me up a bunch of gear, so I didn't even need to look into it. Really. So I think it's been since like level 70 maybe that I've even looked into Poetics gear. Been a hot minute. Squirrels, you've returned. There's Poetics gear for level 90 now. Okay. In Old Charlian. Okay. So yeah, so Poetics gear is still like a thing. Like, you still get Poetics tomes, elegant Poetics tomes or whatever. Okay. I wasn't sure if, like, since it's been an expansion or two since I last looked into it, if, like, since then content changed the way you get the best gear. Only level 100 gear is with different tomes now. Okay, so there are different tomes, but not till the new level cap. So as of right now for level 90, it's Poetics. Tomestones of Aesthetics. That sounds like they look cool. I hope they do. Alright, this is like small talk. Come on now. Oh, now they're having issues with government because the Crystal Exarch is gone. 7:05 on the 30th of July. We get even more tomes. Oh, interesting. 7:01 comes out tonight, I think. Right? Tonight into tomorrow morning. I guess for you it'd be tomorrow morning. And I was reading about like data center travel and stuff, like they might lift the restriction on data center travel as early as 7.01, but no later, quote unquote, than 7:05. So I guess it just depends on how the congestion levels look. Should be back tomorrow. Yeah, the original, like the note that I saw said the target was 7:01, and then in parentheses it said, but no later than 7:05. For data center travel. New raid tier. Okay. I haven't done any raids since, like, Heaven's Ward. Fetch the key at once. Find rain. That note that I read too on the lodestone also kind of made it sound like you can actually still create characters as on older servers as long as the server isn't congested at that moment. Which would be incredibly difficult for right now, I know, but so I'm kind of curious how long it's going to be before like Ragin could theoretically move his character over to Genova. Oh, so it's like it's not like a, oh, if you find it at a good time when there's less players, it'll be considered not congested. It's just, they're just set to congested, period. Oh, man. Yeah, they're all set to congested at all times. I gotcha. Okay. Alright, once this quest is done, I'm probably gonna have to end the stream. Or maybe the next one. Potentially. Depends how long these are. Is that truly squirrels? That's not Lise. One or two quests before you get to next. Yeah, I think it's the next quest. If I guess it depends on which quest I'm on right now. I don't remember the name of the one. But yeah, I keep up the quests in sequential order up on my other monitor. So I'm like tracking, and I see that there's Anagnorisis and the 12 Wonders as potential Aetherites I can attune to in like one or two quests. quest restore the night. You face many formidable foe among the greatest struggle. Oh my goodness. We'll save. I don't know, man. It doesn't matter. This is all small talk. And there's no voice acting, which kind of makes it boring. Is that the Warrior of Darkness? That's not Lise either. Come on, man. It's also just a catching up with friends kind of quest. Yeah, like I almost want to skip this cutscene entirely. But I don't know if there's going to be something important when we finally see Lise, you know? So I was talking about something with Ragin yesterday, I think it was, where we were reminiscing of the 1.0 days when you could like, where there were certain spells that you learned in one job that you could like put on your hotbar as a shared spell to take, even though you changed jobs. So in theory, you could be a black mage that still had a couple heals from white mage if you leveled it up high enough. Where you could have like a class and a subclass almost. The class subclass thing I think was strictly from Final Fantasy XI, so I might be misremembering that one a little bit. But I do remember in the 1.0 days of FF14, there were a couple spells you could take over even though you switched your weapon. And that's not really the case anymore. I think that's a little bit the case because you have like role actions, but you still have to stay in the same role to have those actions. You can't, like, have healer actions as a DPS role. Why'd you say it like a question? Yeah, just role actions that translate over. That's it, though. But yeah, but you have to be in the same role, right? Like, if I was a DPS as a mage and moved over to, like, a melee DPS, then I could still have some roles transfer over. But if I went to a healer, I don't have access to the DPS roles. Yo, where is Lise, man? The one we're waiting for. There we go. Apologies for the delay. Squirrel, so wonderful to see you again. You doubtless have much catching up to do, so I'll leave you to it. I've taken the liberty of unlocking the umbilicus, and you may enter it at your leisure. Relieved to hear that everyone is well. I've had this feeling in the pit of my stomach. I was afraid something might have happened. No, what's really critical, what's really interesting is that we've spent a while in at the source, right, doing stuff. And now we done come back to the first. And how much time has passed? That's what I want to know. I want to know how much time has actually passed on the first, because when it had only been like a couple days when the Scions first disappeared, and by the time we got to the first, it had been like 100 years. And surely it's been more than a few days. Okay, so she's having bad dreams, like stuff's been happening to us. So now I'm telling her what's been going on. The doom we witness on Amarat has come again. All is well here in the first, so don't worry about us. Please look at only the threat before you. Fine right now, even if we weren't, we've learned how to survive. Should the final days reach us here as well, you may be assured we won't go quietly. Now we'll hold on until we find a way to save all our worlds. So long as you continue your fight, so we will too unite in purpose beneath a blazing sky. Cool. Hey, I got a coffer thingy. Oh, let me open that. It's a weapon coffer, okay. Cool. We got a grimoire. Sweet. Wait, how's it look? No. It look cool? It's kind of cool. Kind of boring also, but yeah, it's okay. Elidibus, decide how we might prepare for the final days. Farewell for now. We'll see each other again. Cool. Alright, so now we gotta head to Donde. Where do we gotta go? Oh, there. Okay. Oh, let's go this way. So we're on Hope Upon a Flower. This is the quest. This is the quest where we get to the new zone, I think. So let me try to get to this new zone, and then I'll finish the stream. Oh, I gotta send somebody a message real quick. Hopefully this next cutscene that I'm sure is inevitably about to happen will be voice acted. Man, that tech looks so cool.
Biometric authentication complete. Please state your business.
When I'm done this. It doesn't have to be right at 1:30, bud.
Acknowledged.
Yes.
Reinitializing Circus Tower systems. Searching for Elidibus entity. Target located in subterranean core power accumulator. Projecting image.
Oh. There he is.
My friends. No more than a dream. You. Why have you awakened me?
I gotta ask you some
I no longer
questions.
sense those places beyond, or Lord Zodiac. You must explain all.
Because we're winning, that's why.
So, he is fallen, and my brethren's souls returned to the star. The doom we sacrificed so much to prevent is come again. Old burdens now yours to bear. But if this is Fandaniel's design, then I, as Elidibus, have a duty to fulfill. Your unsolicited act has restored to me some few memories of the convocation. Such knowledge as I have, I will share.
Thanks.
I do this not for you. I merely perform my duty, as I have ever done.
Sure.
Where to begin? Ah, the end. Your understanding of what caused the final days is consistent with our own. The decay first took root where the currents were weakest. Yes, a conclusion drawn by him, Fandaniel. Not the him of here and now, but as I knew him, long, long ago. Having shed light upon the phenomenon, he dedicated himself to devising a countermeasure. Were it not for his knowledge of the Celestial, we would never have made the connection, and thence forestalled the final days. And though he inherited that noble soul, how different this last incarnation, so consumed by self-loathing and hate. Elpis. Yes, the name is familiar to me.
Oh, that's that flower.
Yet I know it not as a flower, but a place. A testing facility for determining which of our creations were fit to be released into the world. Many worked there, and before joining the convocation and assuming the title of Fandaniel, he was their chief. He was Hermes.
Cool.
That is all I know. The crystals tell little of the lives the 14 led prior to their induction. Elpis itself would tell even less. Nary a ruin has survived. Wait. I saw you there.
What?
In Elpis. No. I did not. But I did. I did. A lingering trace of impossibility. And a truth that fills my heart. My memories remain clouded, I fear. However, they have revealed to me one possible course. You must travel to Elpis, to the time when Hermes served as its chief.
I gotta travel through time?
In glimpsing the Exarch's memories, not only did I make his summoning magic mine own, I also mastered the workings of this tower. which, having absorbed my empowered essence, now harbors an abundance of energy. As
Time for
such,
14 time travel.
I believe I can deliver you unto the past, unto that place and that precise moment.
And then we gotta go back to the
Given
future.
eons that must be traversed, the gateway will not be fully formed. Your form will be less tangible still than those warriors of light I had summoned. In all likelihood, none will be able to see or hear you. Yet even should you manage to interact with others, you will be unable to effect meaningful change.
I would hope so. That would not be
You
cool.
wish to save, the reality to which you must return, exists as a result of the final days. You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present. Cannot unmake the sorrow and suffering fated to come. In full knowledge of this, will you still entrust your life to your foe and make the journey?
We recently educated the boys on the Back to the Future movies. Yeah.
Very well.
That was fun.
I shall cast you unto the river of time. Let this be my final act.
Yo, no. Like, what if I need you again? Don't call
You
this your
must
final
input the
act, bro.
commands. I no longer have the authority. First, you must reconfigure the systems, that the tower's ether may be channeled for the magic. The preparations are complete. The gateway will soon open. Return at once to the ocular.
Ooh, my belly's growling. I gotta eat something.
All appears to be in order. The ether flows unimpeded. The magic should consume every last mote of my essence.
Hey, Rebecca's, how you doing,
Why are
man?
you surprised? Did I not say that this will be my final act?
Morning
Lord Zodiac
or
is no
afternoon.
more. There is nothing
Hope you've been
for
well. Funny enough, I'm ending my stream here
The
soon,
ones
dude.
I love and long to see again are waiting in that promised land, beyond memory and dream.
Checking in. Cool. Appreciate you stopping by, dude.
Now go, warrior.
Good to hear you're
of
well.
light. Go and do not look back.
Yeah, I had a
Heidelin,
lot of busy weeks the last several weeks, so I'm finally
yours.
enjoying a little bit of downtime, hence the streams.
May you have the joy of it. The burden.
But as soon as this quest is up, I'm gonna have to close up shop for the stream today because I gotta get some lunch in me and I gotta start a daily process thing for some foods with the boys. So I figured the same thing happened here. Yeah. It happens, man. Life is life. Yeah. I imagine this cutscene's probably ending soonish. He's traveling through. I'm traveling through time right now, so. But my boys just came downstairs a little bit ago. They were like, are we dosing our foods soon that we're supposed to be dosing? Because I told them it just needed to be after 1:30. But we try to do it as early in the day as we possibly can. That way we have our evenings open. I was like, yeah, like I'm finishing up this thing. When I'm done with this thing, then I'll end my stream and we'll go start it. All right, I see an aetheryte in front of me. We look ghostly, so that looks like a really incredibly tall ancient. Okay. Looks like we have successfully traveled back in time, I suppose. I don't really know where we are. Just that we are eons in the past. Aetheryte-like device, so it's not even like a real aetheryte. Too far away, really? Or else it's possible to attune with it. I am very see-through. Like, super see-through. You fail to attune with the device, you can only assume it operates differently. No! Wait, explore the facility? Oh, okay. He's guide-like person. You attempt to get the man's attention, but it sees you, he gives absolutely no indication. Yes, I am invisible. I am also very small, yes. I also just realized my experience bar doesn't suggest that this is like a sanctuary, so... Where... Oh, I can't cast anything either. Oh, dang. I was like trying to turn on sprint, but I can't do nothing right now. I'm like, somebody see me. I'm scared, like, if I end the stream right now and get kicked from the world, that I'm gonna be, like, I'm gonna have to redo a lot of stuff, so... Can I just go through the door?
And here we are, Elpis. Well, well, how rare to receive you in person. To what do we owe the honor?
Oh, just a few odd tasks. We'll be here a while.
This is a familiar stranger, it says.
You see fit, of course. As a matter of procedure, however, I must ask that you kindly remove your masks.
Come now. Is this truly necessary? Surely you can tell who we are.
Who you are, perhaps, but I am far less infamous. Regardless, if we do not follow protocol, 'tis our hosts who would be held accountable. So, please, do favor us with your handsome face.
How familiar? Yeah, right? I don't know. I'm assuming these are characters that I should already know. Oh. Wait, is that Emmett Selk? It's hard to tell. The face looks familiar. Yes! I win. Oh, he's looking right at us.
Satisfied?
I thank you for your cooperation. You are free to go about your business.
I don't know who that girl is, though.
By the by, you see it too,
Oh, not
yes?
girl.
I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about.
But not by name. Okay.
That's odd.
Oh, snap.
It's right here. A bit thin in the ether, but there's no mistaking it. The color of its soul is almost identical to Azem's. Do you suppose he created it? Rather unusual for a familiar to have a soul, though.
Don't ask me. All I know is that it's trouble. Doubly so if it's his spitting image.
That's so weird.
So let's leave it be. Come now.
You were fooled too. I just want to get somewhere where I can log out safely right now.
But it's literally too intangible to form words.
I'm also trying to get my younger son started with
Why
FF14
don't
during
you
this
give it some
dosing
ether?
process, so
Spare a
the sooner I
snifter
end
of
the
your
stream, the
bounteous
sooner
reserves.
Redwing can start playing.
Who do you take me for?
Why, a dear friend, of course. One who wouldn't let acts of kindness, such as my accompanying him on errands to far-flung outposts, go unrewarded?
I suggest you close your eyes, or this may be unpleasant.
So now are we not ghostly anymore? Did they make us suddenly... I don't know.
You may open your eyes.
Yep.
Still a touch small, don't you think?
I'm no longer small. At least not as tiny as I
Size
was.
befits its proportions. Besides, bigger is not necessarily better.
I don't feel like I'm
will
bigger.
defer to your experience. Without further ado then. Greetings. I am Hythlodaeus, Chief of the Bureau of the Ark.
Hythlodaeus. That is a name.
Sulking beside me is the most honorable Emmett Selk of the Convocation of 14. And how might we address you, my new friend?
I gotta make up a name because I'm in the past and they can't know that I'm here. Or they're just gonna call me my
Fine
name.
name. And I'm pleased to see you understand our words. So, tell us, whence have you come? The thinness of your essence suggests you weren't created here.
Bruh, you don't want to know.
You do not know? Or cannot say? Allow me to ask a different question then. What brings you here?
Ah. I want to learn about Elpis. I seek a man named Hermes. I don't know, man.
Well now, the same as us. Perhaps Azim wished to come too, but had to settle for a familiar.
If he truly wished to be here, then he would be.
Dude, Emmett, it's not that simple, bro.
Right you are.
You go back to save him?
My apologies if
we went back to like learn more about the final days, I guess.
You see, and yours happens to resemble that of a friend. And with your purpose matching our own besides, we jumped to a hasty conclusion. We are here to speak with Hermes, the chief overseer of this facility, which we also intend to tour in order to gain greater insight into the man's work. We, I say, though this is Emmett Selk's charge.
Sounds good, Blue.
Only to serve as his guide. And I should be happy to serve as yours as well, by way of an apology for the misunderstanding.
Wait, are you suggesting that we bring it along on official business? This thing we know next to nothing about?
That definitely sounds like Emmett. Definitely sounds like
If you
Emmett.
harbor suspicions, better to keep it close than leave it to its own devices. Wouldn't you agree?
The sass is back 100%.
Besides, having a mysterious life form in tow is the norm rather than the exception here. Welcome, my friends, to the testing ground of creation at Heaven's Edge, Elpis.
Oh, that's pretty. Floating castle-y structure things that looks like it's like the sci-fi futuristic place with all the floating buildings mixed with like Gridania. Like if you could take Gridania and do the floaty castle-y things. Yo, those are like what are those things? Those real life Pokemon things.
Hermes! Visitors! We have visitors!
Yes, the yeah. Yes, the axolotls. Is that what it is? Axolotls, yeah.
What secrets are you hiding, I wonder?
Yeah. Alright. Are we now in a sanctuary? Or do I have to go back in here to get to... What? Alright, we are not in a sanctuary. Hey, it's Aerith. And you get the axolotl as a mount. That's awesome. That's awesome. This place is super cool. Look at this place, man. Flying castles. I can now get on mount, which is good. There's now aether currents again. Sweet. I see an aetherite way down yonder. So I'm going to try to finish this quest and get that aetherite. So I'm in a sanctuary before I end the stream. Imperial Architect, Elpis, fascinating facility. Yep, okay, accept. Where are we going? Friend Hermes, facility, cool. Dear Emmett Selk wishes, profile, Aaron, yeah, the concept will do. Alright, come on, let's go. Your responsibility. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. Let's remember how I said I don't use mount music for mounts. Yes, the music here is so nice too. Ah, yes. I've turned down mount music for the wings I have because the music is actually good. Those wings look sick. Those are really cool. Where are we going? We're just going up here, but I want to go to a sanctuary. Like, should I just, like, beeline to the... like, should I just beeline to the crystal? Cause it's like 2 o'clock. I've also had to use the restroom for quite some time now. It shouldn't stop me? Okay. Aether is still thin to us. Alright, no. Oh, I see. I gotta, like, kill things. Cool. Let's just go to the crystal. I'll come back. I'll come back for the quest. It'll be off stream, but I'll come back for the quest nonetheless. This place is so cool looking. They got, like, apple tree thing looking things. Oh, this place is cool. I like this place. This could be like one of my new favorite zones for sure. And clearly, as Aerith just proved, we can come here even after we've beat the content, so... Even though it's in the past, somehow we can continue to revisit the past, apparently. This and the final zone are my favorite zones they've designed. Nice. Alright, will this let me tune to it? Yes. Look, we're magic. We can do whatever. Fair enough. Alright, I am going to have to end this stream. So we'll go... Where am I going? Most of the time, you gotta get drunk to revisit the past, right? Gaudius, thanks, man, for popping in. Rebacchus, Aerith, Blue, all y'all. Thanks for hanging out. And whomever else might be lurking in the background. This has been fun. It's been a lot of good progress. We are now in the second to last section of quests before the end of the main story quests for Endwalker. So that's exciting. Next streams will likely be Wednesday and Friday, I believe. I think that's what I mentioned in the Discord server as well. So, yeah. As always, folks, stay squirrely. We will catch you guys on Wednesday.